with the Frag Dolls, and I'm here at E3 2006. Right now I'm in the Dark Messiah of Might and Magic booth talking to two of the Arcane developers. This is Raphael and Romain, and they're going to tell us a little bit about the upcoming Dark Messiah game. First off, can you tell me what you are working on? What's your development role in the game?
So I'm Raphael Colantonio, I run Arcane Studios, and I'm the game director on Dark Messiah.
I am Romain de Waubert, I'm the producer of Dark Messiah.
That's really cool. So how long have you guys been working on this game now?
Well, before we signed with Ubisoft, we had spent about 6 months on the game, and then now it's been 2 years we signed with Ubisoft, so it's been 2.5 years.
I know that it's running on the Half-Life source engine, but it's a modified. What's been done to enhance it?
Well, Valve provides us regular updates whenever they do optimizations or new shaders. So since Half-Life 2 we had new versions of shaders. The bump is a little different, it's actually more accurate. We have some HDR technology, all the levels of HDR technology and other optimizations. Yeah, physics is something that we've been focusing on since the beginning, because we have this first-person melee combat, which was one of the focus of the game, and combat is one thing from hand, with melee, but at the same time you wanted to use the environment, so you're able to grab items, to use them to parry things, to break things on the head and make things fall on the head of your enemies. You can kick people and make them fall off the ground, the cliffs and stuff like that. So this is all about physics, and this is actually a pretty cool engine to do these kind of things. Only them could do that back then when we had to choose an engine.
I mean, the thing is, what we want to achieve is to add a lot more freedom to the players with all these examples that Raph gave you. So the idea is like you don't feel like you're just doing what you were supposed to do, but you have so many opportunities and you just pick one of the many possibilities. So the experience in multiplayer is slightly different. I mean, we try to implement the physics in it, but we had to make the choice. We didn't want to have like huge battles with 32 players or highly interactive environments. And we wanted to give a different experience from a single player to complete it, and so we chose to have like a lot of players playing this game. So the experience is very different in multiplayer. So you can choose a character class, which is not the case in single player, and you can then gain experience throughout your battles and to go up in levels. And then you gain new abilities and new skills that can complete your teammates, and all together you're gonna have to match all these skills to defeat your enemies and maybe find a weakness, and there are match of skills.
Is there anything else that's gonna single this game out as the multiplayer game to be playing?
It's the first action heroic fantasy game you're gonna have in that type. I mean, you have a lot of shooters like Counter-Strike, you have a lot of shooters like Battlefield, but you don't have heroic fantasy action game, and that also allow you to give you evolutions. The closest you could have could be, the World of Warcraft, Battlefield, this kind of MMO PvP action. Here we try to get up some of that feeling, but make it action focused.
We wanted to obtain the depth of an RPG within an action game, so this was really the intention. And so therefore you'll find some RPG stuff in the background, and some people who liked Arx Fatalis will definitely see some similarities, and we are the same developers, so you'll find some stuff in there. But it's more about the moment, about what you do. So it's much more of a visceral experience where you actually feel you're really doing those things, rather than a traditional RPG with stats and item collection and all these things which are more traditional.
What can fans of the Arx Fatalis game expect to see in this game that might be similar to what they expect from you guys, or is this completely new? Is this off the beaten path?
Well, again, it's a different game, though. The spirit of Arcane is in there for sure. There's no doubt about that. Then they'll find some Easter eggs and some stuff which are like you can build a weapon in a forge, and you can create your own weapon, forge the metal, and all these things. So this is like very Arx thing. But the main scope of the game and everything on the foreground is very much action.
Now we've also had other spin-offs from this core Might and Magic series in the past. Some of them haven't done so well. So how is Dark Messiah going to kind of bunk that and do as fantastic as I think it is?
Okay, the thing is, when Ubisoft got back the brand, the principle, the most important, was to really recenter it. Like, you know, take the best from the previous, you know, episodes to make it in a very coherent universe, and to ensure that whatever games would come out of that new brand, that new Might and Magic brand, would be very high quality. In a week from now, you're gonna see Heroes 5 coming out, and you'll see what we mean by that. And it's very beautiful. It stays very true to the values of Heroes. And our the job was also on Dark Messiah, and to create a new genre within that franchise that is Might and Magic. So that's why we wanted to go on the action to make, you know, our panel even wider, and something that I think we're doing pretty well.
So is there anything else that you want to tell me about it before we go?
I hope you're gonna like it. That's
absolutely. We've made the game with all our soul and heart, and I really hope you guys are gonna enjoy it.
Well, I'm really excited to see an action game where I get to wield a sword, because frankly that's one of my favorite things. So I want to thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'm Jinx with the Frag Dolls here.